Hello, my feline friends. This is Unikitten. In our last episode, we concluded our VC Vanguard missions that delve deep into the locked away UC secrets, cover ups in the mind of a madman. Vae Victus is truly a mad genius, and I don't agree with his methods, but I agreed to continue with his machinations to further assist the United Colonies from threats from within and without. I do wonder how closely we'll walk the line between good and evil before we are forced to execute him. So far, though, it has been to our benefit. We walked into the UC cabinet and lied to their faces by agreeing to keep Vae Victus's name out of the Tau Ceti and New Atlantis attacks. All the blame was placed on Dr. Orlace, who took himself out before we could bring him in. So convenient for Vae Victus. After that, we did urge the cabinet to inform the other two nations about the Lazarus plant and how it accelerates heat leech's growth into terramorphs. The cabinet was divided on how we should go about eliminating the terramorphs, using the animal Aceles or the microbe. And, well, so is Hadrian and Dr. Walker. Finally, we were asked for our opinion, and so we cast our vote for using Aceles. I think a microbe is too unpredictable, and we could lose control over it the moment it is released. The Aceles can easily be called out again if they grow to be a nuisance down the line. The cabinet agreed with us and also agreed to inform the other nations of our plans. We were then given first citizen status. What does that mean? It means we get a free penthouse, extra credits, and a discount at UC merchants. Our new place is pretty swank and for free. I need to figure out how I'm going to decorate it now. In today's episode, we're going to check in with our crew, then head out to Tau Ceti 2A. We received a distress call a while back from farmers that are on the planet. Let's go check it out, and hopefully it's not terramorphs. Hi, Sarah. You wanted to talk to me?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I could tell it was still bothering you. I told you it wasn't your fault. I don't have time to talk about this right now.
Maybe another time. Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I could tell it was bothering
Was
you.
it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Let me help you. That might do more harm to you than good. Seeing the wreckage isn't going to bring back your crew. How will traveling to Cassiopeia put your concerns to rest?
The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
Well, let me help you.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
You never told me where you ended up after the battle. If they had taken your shuttle, you're lucky you made it to safety. All of the Dauntless escape shuttles were damaged. What eventually happened to the Dauntless? You never told me where you ended up after the battle.
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
Piloting. It's impressive that you soft landed after an emergency jettison that close to the exosphere. You took one hell of a chance. I can't imagine how relieved you felt after you landed. Well, it's not like you had a choice.
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same.
I'll set a course for the Cassiopeia system. We need to get you back there to face your demons. Do you think putting this to rest will get you back on your feet? What do you know about Cassiopeia 1? What are you hoping to find at your old campsite?
That's what I was hoping. But I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
I'm sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan. Visiting Mast might stir up painful memories. You should let me handle Admiral Logan alone.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Your well-being is important to me.
That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together.
I appreciate the confidence.
Well, you deserve it. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
You know, it's because I love you, Sarah.
I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love.
It's not true love.
Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet.
Don't start crying on me now.
I won't. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
It was a pleasure to assist you, Captain.
Okay. I think we're going to go talk to the rest of the crew, and then I think we're going to follow Sarah's quest line for a moment. I didn't exactly think flirting with her was going to, like, true love stuff. I was just flirting with her because I flirted with all the others, so I was just adding flirts to her, too. But whatever. I'm going to go talk to everybody else in the crew, and then we'll probably head out and see what we could do with the Cassiopeia line. Hey, Sam.
But a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
That's true.
The whole Terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you.
Thank you.
When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of Terramorphs.
They're pretty
How they
ugly.
could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
I'm ashamed of what the UC did. I thought we were better than all this. Terramorphs were the boogeyman for me growing up, too. Just doing what I had to. They were one of the gravest threats to humanity. They were.
Given time, that'll be past tense. Because of you.
Well, thank you,
I don't
Sam.
know about these Aseles. That microbe would wipe out the Terramorphs for good, it's certain. I mean, the Aseles...
Than us.
It'll take longer, take more hand-holding, and there's no saying the Aseles will fully get the job done. I hope for all our sake you made the right call.
Microbes mutate. I couldn't take the chance it become a new, bigger problem. The Aseles is a natural solution. It's worth the cost. There's no use second-guessing it now. The decision has been made. Microbes mutate.
When you put it like that, I guess I see your point. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
Alright, bye, Sam. Barrett and Cora, where are you?
Yes?
Hey, Barrett.
Space is so hostile to humanity already, and you made it just a little bit safer for everybody. No matter what you could have done differently, this will impact a lot of lives eventually. We'll have to mark it in the Constellation history books so we don't forget it when the Terramorphs are finally gone.
I don't care if I'm remembered for that. There are way, way better things they'll remember me for. I don't want to talk about this. Oh, I don't care if I'm remembered for that.
So humble, too. People love that.
Sure.
Sweet. Balancing risk versus reward is tricky. Even more so when so much hangs in the balance. So, you really think the Acilis are going to work out, huh?
I do.
You must have seen some data that I didn't.
Microbes can mutate, you know that. You're a scientist. The Sealies are awesome and also safer. I don't know, maybe the microbes were a better option. No, the microbes can mutate.
Everything has a chance to mutate, and most mutations are harmless. But I get it. It's scary. It's definitely riskier than dropping off some wild animals. Oh well, it's done. By sealing the Lazarus plant away instead of destroying it, I'm worried we've made things riskier.
Sealing away
Maybe
the
we could
house.
study it. Fair. But it will take a long time to get any actionable results.
Yeah, that's true, Barrett, but... Although I think we probably should have destroyed it. Oh, there you are, kid.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's?
Yeah, you told me that.
Like, a lot.
Oh, do you like traveling with your dad?
It's the best. I met another kid my age who hadn't been on a starship once. Not even once. Same boring old planet for like years. She didn't even know how to replace a phase manifold. Can you imagine?
I know, the audacity. Alright. Well, I guess you don't have nothing you want to talk to us about. Bye. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go to Mast to see about Sarah's Cassiopeia crew. Okay. Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to Admiral Logan.
Painful memories, all right. There's something I'd like to discuss.
Didn't I just talk to you?
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you.
Well, thank you.
Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
I am, thank you. Something had to be done, those creatures were dangerous. It's a relief that the situation's being handled. I think you're overstating things a bit. Thanks, but I'd rather talk about this later. Something had to be done.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe instead of choosing this ridiculous
Well,
Asylum
go hang out with
solution.
Sam.
Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
I expected you to support my decision. The CLE solution only presents us with minimal risk. The experimental microbe would have been an even greater risk. Yeah, it was experimental.
I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili solution is going to take years, perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically.
And then we would have spent decades fixing that. I couldn't condone the release of an unproven microbe into our ecosystem. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if I'm convinced. You're right, I should have recommended the microbe. Why does it matter how long it takes for the Aciles to get rid of the Terramorphs? Well, they've been around forever. I couldn't condone the release.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance?
I I didn't really make that choice. Somebody else did. I feel as though I've let you down, Sarah. Even if we don't agree on this matter, I appreciate your honesty. I wish you'd be more supportive of my decisions. So you also disapprove of my decision to spare the Lazarus plant. I guess the plant itself is kind of harmless. It's just what we do with it. Even if we don't agree on this matter, I do appreciate your honesty.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter.
You could have talked to us about it when we were talking earlier, but sure. Let's get on with this and go talk to Admiral Logan.
How can I be of service, Captain?
If Sarah's mission doesn't take that long, I think I'll go and go back and try to see about that farming community that sent out the distress call. But first we'll deal with this Sarah stuff, because this is like the second or third time she's mentioned it to us, so we should probably handle it. Be done with it. We haven't been to the Mast district for a little bit. We've been doing all the VC Vanguard stuff, so we'll see where that takes us. So when we first went to check out the broken communications tower that led us on our journey for the Terramorphs mission, they were trying to come up with better food options, more food options other than freeze-dried food everywhere. I think going with the Sealy's option, if we could grow that population enough, wipe out the Terramorphs, and then that gives us an additional food source. So it's kind of like two things in one. I don't think I've been in this area of Mast before.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
First citizen Unikitten, that's who. I'm here to support Sarah as a friend. I work with Sarah at Constellation. Just a concerned citizen. Doesn't matter who I am, this isn't about me. I'm here to support Sarah as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command. Sarah's here to resolve the incident that ended her naval career. Sarah's here to solve a mystery that's been plaguing her conscience. She's here to honor the fallen.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
The emotional pain Sarah's been suffering has to end. We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic. Let us worry about the danger, Admiral. We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
You change your tune kind of quick.
Supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
All right, Sarah. All right, Cassiopeia, here we come. But you need to move out of the way, Sarah, so I can walk. I guess I can fast travel. Missile weapon system skill increases damage from ship missiles weapons. What? Another flower? You shouldn't have. And where did you pick it up? All we went to was the office. Oh well. I don't know where you are. We're just gonna continue on. Hey, Sam. You were totally not in there when I left the area. Would you get out of the doorway?
How you doing, sweet pea?
Well, I'm okay.
I don't remember if I've been to Cassiopeia at all. I don't think I have. I think it's just from when Sarah kept talking about it. Makes me think I might have been there. I wonder what kind of concrete they use on space pads to keep it from melting when you go to take off. This seems like it would be a thing, considering they always, when the degrees get super hot outside,
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
we have all these issues with the bridges here. Alright. Where to? That's a nice view. Yes, Cassiopeia. So there's been a bug on the game for a little while that if you try to fast travel by going through your mission journal, it will actually just send you to Earth. And not in that system, and not actually send you to where you were trying to go.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Ew, look at that. Another little moon or planet so close. Alright, Cassiopeia.
Smooth jump. Nice work.
Oh, look at all that broken spaceport stuff. And other debris. I wonder what happened here. Oh, I guess that would have been all the Dauntless and stuff. Guess I didn't expect after all this time the Dauntless stuff just still hanging out in the same area. But I guess it never would leave orbit, would it? That's what we're running into around Earth's orbit, is we have so much space junk that we've left out there that it still just orbits our planet.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
Probably yours, Barrett.
Ahoy, Captain!
Nice, Kara. Alright, you ready to go, Sarah?
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
Maybe you'd be better off staying on the ship. Just stick close to me and you'll be alright. You got this, Sarah. How long has it been? I think you should probably stay on the ship.
No, no. I'll be fine.
We can't have you crying
Okay,
out there.
So, let me get my bearings for a moment.
Alright.
Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Alright, I'm ready if you are. Promise you'll let me know if it becomes too much to handle. No matter what we discover, I'll be here to support you. Anything we should be worried about between here and there. No matter what we discover, I'll be there
Knowing
to
that
support you.
is the only reason that I'm here.
Great.
Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Alright.
This planet hasn't changed a bit. Yep, here you go.
Ooh, amino acid stock.
I'm
Great.
anxious to find my old crash site. Come on.
Now, how are you gonna feel if all of those people have been alive all this time and you just left them here?
Should be plenty of organic materials in this world.
It's a nice watery planet. Ooh, lightning. There's a thunderstorm here in real life too. Great for immersion into the game. I don't see any creatures yet, but that's okay. I suppose overall, if you're gonna crash land somewhere, this is not a terrible place to crash land. As long as you don't die of poisonous plant life or huge creatures or something. You, what are you? A grazer? Alright.
This must be some debris from the shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing. I didn't have much of a choice.
Obviously. You think, when they picked her up, they would have cleaned up their mess. But nope. Oh, looks like the ship still even has power. Oh, that's a mess inside.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue.
That would
Not
suck.
exactly Paradiso, is it?
Well, Paradiso sucks. I can't even imagine what it must have been like. Even New Atlantis Best Hotel has got nothing on this place. I'm proud of how well you're handling all of this, Sarah. How did you possibly walk away from this crash? Paradiso? Paradiso sucks. Can't imagine what it must have been like.
It was difficult and painful, but it kept me alive. It was home. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Must be one around here somewhere. I left my emergency power cell back home with my other spacesuit. Shouldn't we have a similar device back on our ship? Can you cell power the entire ship? Must be one around here somewhere.
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
I guess so. Good thing I got a booster pack. You didn't really keep a very clean place, Sarah. Could have kept this place a little cleaner. Just saying. Alright. Let's go up to the plateau. Oh, all the way up there, huh? I think I left my climbing gear at home. But hopefully my booster pack will work. One of them anyway. It is nice that you can use your ship's cargo from anywhere. I don't know if it's really all that smart to go climbing a plateau in the middle of a lightning storm. Just to go to a beacon.
All right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Yeah. A beacon, you would think, is very much like a lightning rod.
Hey, Captain.
Your voice kind of sounded deeper than normal, Vasco. Oh, there's spaceships here, right here. There's others here. Unless that's just, one of those randomly generated pirate things. Well, my boost pack is not working so well. Even haven't gone back to the ship because it didn't work to try to take it from the cargo hold before. Can I just take my ship up there? Seriously. How did you manage to get up there with little supplies? Oh. Maybe I need to take that big land bridge thing. I can't quite get enough booster pack boost to go up there. It's really irritating. I'm not used to booster failing like that. This is where, you know, having a rope with a hook on it would be great. But I had gotten up for like a second and then I fell. There we go. Finally. Hopefully I won't like slide off this red rock. What little ore up here. Alright, beacon. Do you have any power cells? Oh, looks like you do. Thank you. Ew. What are you? I guess that's why I should have been looking around and not trying to loot stuff. Just love getting killed by things I didn't ever see. Oh, did you have to start me all the way back to the ship? Seriously, like it was so much work to get up there. And there goes another landing. I'll have to deal with you later. After I figure out what's going on with all of this. Like Sarah keeps acting like she, you know, she spent a whole year here, but she's like acting like she doesn't know nothing about nothing. And it's like, how did you know nothing? So you were up there, now you jumped down to be in my way? Could have warned us about that creature. Spent a year here after all. Sarah, give me a boost. Alright, there we go. Now that I know there's a creature over there, I'm gonna go in prepared. Such a big creature, I don't see it. Maybe because of its skin, it blends into the rock very well. Oh, I bet it is like these little... I bet it is kind of like one of these. Maybe. I don't know. It's funky looking rock structures, that's all I know. Yes, it is you! God, you're ugly. Ooh-wee. You think that it's ugly too, Athena? They don't die easy, it seems like. finally. Isn't there 3 of yous? I don't remember. Alright. Not exactly what...
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Probably a lot longer than a year. I wonder what makes them decide to attack, because they're like, their attack is so delayed. They don't just immediately attack when you come up. Territorial. Maybe just gotta get within a little bit of distance to them. Sarah, I just threw a grenade. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. It wasn't for you.
Fine. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Just walk it off. Off, Sarah.
Just getting warmed up.
All right. At least they're slightly different from the natural rock around, so you can kind of see where they... Oh, okay. You guys... Oh, there's one right by Sarah's camp. 2 of them by Sarah's camp. I know what you... Walked right past them earlier and they didn't attack at all. For letting us know you were about to bomb. Go down. Oh, don't come running at me. I said go down. Alright. Stay down. Stay on the ground. Thank you.
Oh, that's pungent.
Alright. Let's go back to the ship, Sarah. See if we can access your computer. Well, here. Alright, what does this computer say? Emergency power system. Current power status orange. Warning, alternate power source detected. This computer system is functioning on an alternate power source. It will continue to function normally, provided the power source remains connected. The system has detected that the computer isn't connected via the expected power couplings. Please reconnect all power flow couplings to the ship's main power to fully clear this warning. I don't think it really is going to matter. Telemetry data. Object Alpha. UC Dauntless. Origin point Cassiopeia 1 orbit. Termination point. Telemetry lost ship destroyed. Yep, we know that. Saw it. Object Beta. Telemetry Object Beta UC Dauntless Escape Shuttle 2. Origin point Cassiopeia 1 orbit. Termination point Cassiopeia 1 surface grid point. All those numbers. Shuttle 2 crash telemetry calculations are now being transferred to local data slate. Good deal. Alright. Sarah Morgan personal logs. Log entry. It's been 2 days since my crash landing on Cassiopeia 1. I've been slipping in and out of consciousness, but I've been able to use emergency meds to keep my pain levels to a minimum. Medical self-assessment has revealed 3 cracked ribs, a broken forearm, a minor concussion, probable internal damage, and a hell of a lot of bruises. I'll do the best that I can to push through, but I can't allow my injuries to keep me from reaching Shuttle 2. Tomorrow I plan to do a full reconnaissance of the area and search for some high ground to place my distress beacon. With any luck, some ships are still in orbit and they'll receive my signal. For now, I'm going to rest, eat a bit of my food rations, and pray that the other shuttle isn't too far from my location. Using the telemetry data and geomapping charts I had in my slate, I was able to track exactly where Shuttle 2 went down. Unfortunately, it appears to be located several thousand kilometers away, making it impossible to reach on foot. Even if the planet was hospitable and the terrain accommodating, I'm in no physical condition to even attempt such a journey. Additionally, with my distress beacon and all my supplies located at this crash site, I don't dare leave it behind. I'm afraid my crew will have to deal with whatever hardships they've encountered on their own. All I can do at this point is pray they're safe. It's been nearly a month and I'm down to my final 3 power cells. If I want to make them last, I'm going to have to disconnect them from my ship's computer system, which means I lose access to my computer and my short-range transmitter. If Shuttle 2 makes any attempt to reach out for me, all they're going to receive is silence. It's a horrible decision to have to make, but if Shuttle 2 hasn't contacted me by now, it's unlikely that they ever will. I don't know if that means their comm system is simply damaged, or if they've left their ship crash site, or if they're even alive. My only hope is continuing to power the distress beacon in hopes of being picked up and then searching for them from the air. Why didn't they search when they came to pick you up? Alright, Sarah.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
Well, you brought the right person with you. You made this all possible, Sarah. We shouldn't celebrate until we've confirmed the location. Are you certain this telemetry data is accurate? Yeah, we shouldn't celebrate just yet.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Alright, Sarah. So it is possible that that crew has been there all this time, just living their life because nobody bothered to look for them. It's like when she was rescued, that would have been the perfect time for them to actually go look. But for whatever reason, they did not. That is strange. Why do we always park our ship so far away from where we're gonna be at? Every time. Without fail. Alright, there you are. Alright.
Greetings.
Bring in the ramp, Vasco. It's time to go.
Give the word and we'll get on the way.
So. Alright. That is quite the distance between the two sites. I don't know. It is suspicious that they didn't go after
Landing
the other.
gear. Check. Thrusters. Check.
Thank you,
Landing
Barrett.
site. Clear.
Thank you, Barrett. Are you just gonna hang out here or what? What is this orange thing over here? Oh, it's like a flower. Pretty. It looked like it was glowing in the dark from the distance. Kind of a nice little cave area. Would actually provide some good shelter to be crashed near it.
Oh, look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time
Haunting
to appreciate
brain
the beauty it has
sprout.
to offer.
You don't see the creature right there, Sarah?
I think we're throwing a grenade.
Ew, aren't you ugly? Yeah, you were a little delayed on your grenade, Sarah. But that's okay. He's gone. And all his ugliness is gone with him. Ew.
Make sure you clean that off before you stow it in your bag.
No kidding. It is gross. Very journey to the center or middle of the earth type vibe in this area. A space roach. Great. Of course we have space roaches. They didn't come out of nowhere. You're still ugly. More views. There's little back spikes are kind of neat looking. Space roaches. Ew, I don't know if I should walk in that water. It's kind of grody. Could be acid for all I know. Although I might not have a choice. The root system of these trees are pretty large. Ooh, we've got a family of them here. Hey, what is that?
Judging from this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Oh, those poor souls.
Well, we don't know till we find them. But they do have quite a bit of debris.
This is what's left of the crew's shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
I don't know, it's hard to say. Alright, let's continue on. Ooh, look at that. Built into the rock up there. I think we're gonna find survivors. Pretty sure.
Supplies?
Yeah.
Fire is still fresh.
Yeah, this is all like built ramps and stuff. Somebody survived that. Knock, knock. Oh, you're a kid.
I'll shoot if I have to.
Look like the kid we got on our
Just
ship
turn
already.
around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go.
We're just here for some answers, nothing else. We're not here to hurt you. Put down that gun before you hurt someone. What do you mean, take my stuff again? We're not here to hurt you, kid.
Yeah, sure. Try and trick me. No. No way. I'm not getting fooled again. Forget it.
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
Sarah, let me handle this, please. Sarah, stop. She's just a child and you're making her upset. We're not liars, right, Sarah? There, Sarah, stop.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you, and we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
We can take you home. We're here to honor the crew that died on this planet. Don't you think that's a strange question, seeing as you're the one pointing a gun at us? We're here to honor the crew.
The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here. Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents. Your mum and your dad. What were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
If your parents are around, I'd love to meet them. Sarah and I are glad we found you. What did your parents tell you about Sarah? Do you know where you are right now? Alright, where are your parents?
Yeah? Well, you're too late. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
That sucks.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Well, they had a pretty decent kind of shelter here. Alright, Sarah, what you want to talk about?
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Can't even imagine how you're feeling right now. Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe. You're doing great, Sarah. Are you going to be alright? Just breathe.
Whew. Yeah. That's probably good advice. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now.
Well, obviously.
If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's genetags.
Oh, right. That's the UC military's identification tag that all soldiers are required to wear. I'll head up there right away. I don't think you should be alone. What's a gene tag? I'll head up there right away.
Good. Just be careful. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
So you're just gonna leave us to go fight them alone. Got it. Alright, to the graveyard. Does that mean I have to take the kid with me when I leave this planet? I was not expecting to take on another kid. I guess she has Cora she can play with. So, we know at least 2 of the crew survived. I still don't know why, when Sarah was rescued, they didn't bother trying to seek out the other crash site, considering Sarah told them, or Sarah had the data, needed to go see where it was. That could have solved a lot of problems. But then there wouldn't be a story to tell now, would there? That would be rough to bring a kid into this kind of unknown world, though. And what if both parents had died when, you know, the baby was a baby? Ooh. Oh, I've dealt with kind of your kind before on another planet. They looked a little different, but similar. It's probably the kid Sonya's monsters. Coral bug scavengers, what they're called. They kind of look like they got flowers for heads. You, aren't you ugly? Ooh, there you are. They blend in really well with this environment. Crash site, huh? This planet almost looks like it would be a good planet to just inhabit. Someone was following me. I don't know what. Alright, graveyard. Quite a bit of crew was in that tiny little ship. Oh, 10 of them. Well, obviously not everybody's here. I guess my computer's just being slow and delayed. Alright. You can catch up anytime now, computer. What is... You! Okay. You're quite a bit more monster. Oh, you're just a lesser silverfish? Well, I'm glad silverfish in real life don't look like this. Eating genetags. Alright. Well, at least the kid didn't have to, like, bury her own parents. Oh, it's like something coming from the ground. Like a geyser or something. I don't know. So, but that does beg the question now, who were these humans that came to the kid's place and stole from her to begin with? Pirates, maybe? Or who else knew of their existence and just left them here? Just left a kid here. Oh, there's one. Kind of like a cross between a flower and like a walking stick and like maybe a praying mantis. Like if all three had a baby together. Why did they make their graveyard so far away from their homestead? That just increases the danger to visit.
No! No, 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 no! How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go! Leave me alone!
Okay, kid.
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
You really should,
I
kid.
can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison.
I
I
agree.
don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
How about we drug her and take her with us? Don't worry, we'll do whatever it takes to bring her to safety. I agree, but we can't force her to come with us. She's been doing fine without any help. This should be Sona's decision, not yours. Don't worry, we'll do whatever it takes.
I knew I could depend on you. Now all we have to do is convince this poor girl that she's better off leaving the planet with us.
We should get
just-
Cora.
I don't know if I have it in me to say the right things.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind.
We should get
Could you
Sam.
just talk to her,
Sam
please?
could talk to her. Alright, kid. You can't stay here. See
Why
reason.
didn't Sarah listen to me?
She's worried about your safety. She cares a great deal about you. She feels responsible for your situation. Don't you trust Sarah? She's worried about your safety.
I've been alone for a long time. And even when bad people visit, I've been safe. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had. Does it?
You won't be safe here forever. We want to find you an even better home. If you stay here alone, you'll never be able to start a new family. You're right. We should honor your choice to stay. You really think this is the best place for you to live for the rest of your life? Yeah, it's not going to be safe forever.
Mom told me there were really bad people out there. Worse than the ones I've already seen. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
They're with you forever. Even from far away, they'll always be close in your heart. When you're old enough, you could always come back and visit. Your mom and dad would want you to live your best life. Don't you think your parents would want you to be safe? Even if you're far away.
Yeah, you're right. I never thought of it that way. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
Alright, kid. Sarah. I was talking to
That
her.
poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Daniel will be fine, I promise. Everything doesn't rest on your shoulders, Sarah. I made the decision, so it'll be my fault if anything goes wrong. Everything doesn't rest on your
I
shoulders.
realise that, but there's still cause for concern. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society.
Back?
It's going to be
She's
difficult
never
for
been
her
there.
to adjust to the changes. Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time.
Sure.
Please.
I promise. It'll make you feel better, then consider it done. I'll consider it. She has to live her own life. We're not her parents. I promise.
Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long.
Sure.
Let's go.
Hope she's not gonna get all sappy romantic or something.
Let me get my things together.
How do we get up there, Sarah? Tired of climbing all over the place in this place. How are you no longer following me? You told me to come up here. Oh. There you are. I don't know why the game told me you weren't following me anymore. Alright, Sarah. What's up?
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
Hope this experience has finally put your past to rest. I couldn't stand seeing you suffer. I'll do anything for you, Sarah. I hope this puts your past to rest.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And it's all thanks to you.
I know I'm special.
This is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
I only opened the door. You're the one that stepped through. It's almost like you've become a new person. If you're trying to make me blush, it's not going to work. I'm hoping there's much more than simple gratitude tucked away in that statement. I only opened the door for you. You're the one that stepped through.
Still giving lessons to the teacher, eh? Some mentor I've turned out to be. Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Alright. Since you don't see too many kids in New Atlantis on the surface, they're probably going to put her in the well, because that's the only other place I saw kids. But maybe Admiral Logan will adopt her. Or, you know, you could adopt her, Sarah. Ooh, so pretty. Okay. That was I expected to find her crew alive. Although I guess we didn't find them alive. But I did expect that there would be survivors of her crew. Didn't really expect to find a lone kid, though.
Hey, let me know if we're going to head into the well, so I can watch your back.
Thanks, Sarah. Alright. Let's go find the Admiral. I think I still have a quest that I'm supposed to go visit Earth at some point. One of these times I need to head there.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Yes, thank you for letting me know again.
Sounds like
You tell me often that Sergeant Yumi is looking for me. I need to go back to him eventually too, but not right now.
yes.
If I worked in the office with that pit, I would totally fall in the pit every time I walk through. I would just be walking and fall in it every single time.
Congratulations on making Class 1, Captain.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
Yes. We found our answers, and we also found these gene tags. This mission wasn't for us. It was for the soldiers who own these gene tags. Maybe these gene tags will answer your questions. I hope you choke on them. Well, that's rude. This mission wasn't for us. It was for the soldiers who owned these gene tags.
And we did it for the child that was marooned there. A child.
Yes.
Born from 2 of the crew that survived the crash.
You stand on your
After her
soapbox.
parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known?
I don't know. You could have gone and looked. No apology is necessary. We're just glad that this is over. Don't apologize to us. Apologize to Sona. By abandoning the crew of the Dauntless, you've dishonored their memory. Yeah, don't apologize to us.
Sona. Is that her name?
Yes.
She must be a remarkable young woman.
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
Okay. I thought the Admiral was going to be the one who took care of like figuring out where she was going to go, but I guess not. No, her eyes look creepy for a second.
Good to be home.
Alright, looks like the kid's upstairs. Is he just like adopted by Constellation now, or what?
We should probably talk.
Well, obviously, that's why I'm
There
here.
you are. I was wondering when you'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life.
I bet that was scary. Don't worry, no one's going to hurt you. I hope you like this place. How did you find your way here on your own?
Sarah gave me directions. She's really good at that. Riding that map thing was super cool. It was like magic or something. Like something from the stories Mom used to read. But the hardest part was having everyone staring at me. All these people in one place. It's kind of scaring me. I don't know why.
No, you're not used to it. Don't worry, no one's going to hurt you.
They sure won't. They have to catch me first.
It's true. You're one of the toughest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Not yet. You still have a lot to learn. How about you give yourself a little time to grow, then we'll talk. Yeah, Auntie Sarah will buy you a ship. You just got to New Atlantis and you're already prepared to leave? Not quite yet, kiddo.
Exactly. And this is the perfect place to begin your education.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast. So you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
Yay.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, Thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled.
Got
If
it.
you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
Well, have at it, Sarah. Oh, I gotta lead you? Alright. Not sure I exactly know how to get to it. I always pass it, but I don't think I know exactly how to get to it.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
Sidewalks are for nerds. Alright, Sarah, here's the memorial, all lit up with its fire. You don't have to walk so slow. You can run. It's over here, Sarah. You're going the wrong way. It's over here. Thank you. You forgot to bring flowers, Sarah.
Look at this. All these people, their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
You should be proud of everything you've accomplished since the war. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Being remembered by name is better than being completely forgotten.
These people laid down their lives for what they believed in, and it cost them dearly. I served shoulder to shoulder with them, and watched some of them die. I know you meant well, but they'll always be more than a name to me.
I'm only doing what I think is best for you, Sarah. I just want you to be happy, Sarah. You deserve it. I only say these things because I care about you, Sarah. I just want you to be happy. You deserve it.
You're absolutely right. I do. Which is why we really need to talk about our friendship and where things are headed with us.
Really?
Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private.
I just want to be friends. Like, I'm a crazy cat lady, not really a relationship person. Oh, can't leave.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
It's kind of awkward just like standing there looking at you. Alright, waterfall.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis.
I think I should have gone and done the farm quest because that would have been more fun. But, oh well. We got this taken care of. Excuse me, people. How do I get to the waterfall from here? Let's see. Oh, Elevator will take us. It would be so annoying to live in a town where all you heard was like spaceships taking off all the time. Like, talk about living next to the airport. Alright, Sarah, what you got?
It's lovely here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
It is absolutely beautiful. Couldn't agree more. It's a perfect place to share with someone you care about. What is it about this spot that makes it so special? It's absolutely beautiful.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot.
Seems like an ideal place to focus. I'm sure everything worked out for the best. I feel like you're stalling for time here. Seems like an ideal place.
Actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
I hope nothing's seriously wrong. You can tell me whatever's on your mind. I'm here for you, Sarah. Trying to pull one over on me, eh? I hope nothing's seriously wrong.
No, not at all. Just let me get all of this out. I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
That sucks. But you're not alone. You have me. Both of you have been through a lot. You're underestimating yourself. You equate Sona's situation to your own? Yeah, you're like nothing close to her. You're underestimating yourself.
Am I?
Yeah.
I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
None of that is your fault. It's just bad luck, that's all. Dealing with the unpredictability of people can be a challenge. It's just bad luck.
Bad luck?
Yeah.
I seem to run into a good bit of that these days.
Forget the past. Focus on what you have right now. You deserve to be with someone who understands your feelings. All I see is someone who's lost and needs help finding their way.
Yeah, sure. And who wants to take on that responsibility? You?
No.
Wait a moment. That's exactly what you're saying.
No, it's not. No. Friendship. No matter what happens, we'll always be close friends. Romance. I'm saying I love you, Sarah, now and forever. We will always be close friends.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear you say that.
Me too.
To be honest, I was afraid this conversation was going to wind up with you storming away. I'm glad I was wrong. Until now, I never realized that having someone like you by my side could make me feel at peace. And I never want that feeling to end. When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while.
Yeah, it's a good place, Sarah. Alright, my feline friends, my cat issue has been solved. She was attacking my feet underneath my desk and digging in all her claws and teeth. We're going to go ahead and end episode here now that we've talked to Sarah and completed her mission. We didn't get to the farm quest today. We'll try to get to that on our next episode. But please like and subscribe and have a great evening.